The following segment is sponsored by JetPro Packers, Travel Life Essentials, where luxury meets utility. TSA Ready, brand name toiletries curated for the modern traveller. Available now on Amazon and jetpropackers.com. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.
Mr. Speaker, you will note that the financing identified above is short of some $6.7 billion to fully fund the 2014-2015 budget. This amount must come from new taxes. Mr. Speaker, no administration and no Minister of Finance likes to impose new taxes. The tax package being proposed is approximately 0.5% of GDP. All alcoholic beverages, with the exception of white overproof rum, are currently taxed at the rate of $1,120 per liter of pure alcohol. There is also a preferential regime for the tourism industry, which is currently $700 per liter of pure alcohol. The estimated revenue yield from this measure is approximately $844 million and will be effective April 22nd, 2014. Mr. Speaker, we propose to introduce a levy on deposit-taking institutions and encashments from securities dealers. This levy will be chargeable on all withdrawals from deposit-taking institutions by way of electronic banking, point-of-sale transactions, checks, ABM, ATM, ETM, or over-the-counter and internet transfers. The levy is charged on the banks and will be charged for encashments from security dealers, whether partial or full. It is being proposed that a minimum ad valorem levy, as detailed below, will be charged on the value of each withdrawal. Less than $1 million, the levy rate is 0.1%, which would mean, Mr. Speaker, that for transactions of $1,000, $5,000, or $10,000, the associated levy payable would be $1, $5, or $10, respectively. On a withdrawal of $100,000, the levy would be $100. Mr. Speaker, on transactions valued between $1 million to $5 million, the levy rate is 0.09%. Greater than $5 million, less than $20 million, the transaction rate is 0.075%. Greater than $20 million, the transaction rate is 0.05%. Stamp duty charged on check transactions will be removed. The revenue yield from this measure is estimated at $2.3 billion and will be effective as of June 1st, 2014. Insurance companies are currently subject to corporate income tax at a reduced rate of 15%. This rate was left unchanged in the recent rate adjustments made under the fiscal incentives regime. In addition to the 15% corporate tax, life insurance companies are required to pay a premium tax as per Section 48 of the Income Tax Act at a rate of 3% and 4% of gross premiums per year earned by regional and non-regional companies respectively. It is proposed that the rate of tax on gross premiums be increased to a standard 5.5%. The second change being proposed is to increase the 15% income tax on net investment income to 20% for all insurance companies. The new regime will be effective May 1st, 2014, and the total revenue yield from the combined measures would be approximately $1 billion. The following increases are being proposed to the asset tax. For specified entities regulated by the BOJ and the FSC, the rate is to be increased from 0.14% to 0.25%. For other entities, the new scale of rates will apply. Asset value of at least $50 million, a flat tax of $200,000, asset tax of at least $5 million but less than $50 million, a flat tax of $150,000, asset tax of at least $500,000 but less than $5 million, a flat tax of $100,000. Asset tax for all other categories remain unchanged. Taxes due as usual on the 15th of March annually, and the effective date is the 1st May, and the revenue yield from this measure is estimated at $1.788 billion. Mr. Speaker, Ministry Paper number 32 of 2012-2013 allowed for an increase in the CET rates on a select List C items by 10 percentage points. Based upon our commitment to rate reduction, the following changes are proposed. A reduction in customs duty for vehicles 2,000 cc and above. Common external tariff. A reduction of the CET from 30% to 20% for 2,000 cc's and above. And a reduction of special consumption tax rates by 10 percentage points for petrol or diesel vehicles over 3,500 cc and hybrid vehicles. The revenue yield expected from this measure is approximately $250 million. By reducing the rates, we expect greater inflows of revenue. Mr. Speaker, in relation to the percentage of the special consumption tax on petrol, which currently goes to the Road Maintenance Fund, which was intended to satisfy the loan repayment on the US $340 million guaranteed debt from the China Exim Bank. Given that the guarantee of the government of Jamaica has had to be put in place and called, those resources will now be redirected from the Road Maintenance Fund to the central government and the consolidated fund. This will provide to the consolidated fund an additional $1.2 billion.